Shaolin is the cradle of Chinese martial arts. Here, not only physical strength, but also spiritual development is important. The wisdom of the ages and nature have turned Shaolin into a true place of power. It produces legendary warriors and imparts knowledge to all who seek it. The strength of Shaolin monks lies in the wisdom they have carried through the centuries. In this video, you will learn 7 secrets of Shaolin wisdom. These tips will help you find your path. Be sure to watch the video to the end so you don't miss anything. Avoid negligence and laziness. The main goal of Shaolin monks is to strengthen both body and spirit. In their understanding, they are one. Training the body involves training the mind and vice versa. The quality of the trained body affects our mind. Physical training is intended to prepare the body for interaction with reality. The most accessible part of our nature and the world starts with our own body. This is where the interaction with consciousness occurs. When we engage in physical exercises, our mind focuses on the present moment. If someone in battle defeats 1,000 people 1,000 times, but another defeats himself, it is the latter who is the greatest victor. It is important to do more than what is expected of you. Laziness is the first quality to get rid of. Shaolin monks focus on reading and learning. Knowledge is a lifelong pursuit. Read. Reading will be one of the most powerful tools for expanding the mind. Reading helps to increase your intellect. We age, but reading allows the mind to remain healthy and strong. The thirst for knowledge leads to intellectual growth. A Shaolin warrior never stops learning. Before enlightenment, do not forget to chop wood and fetch water. After enlightenment, do not forget to chop wood and fetch water. Proper structure of the day is crucial. Every morning we are born anew, and what we do today will matter most. Discipline is important in life. Shaolin monks wake up at 5 a.m. When you learn to rise early, it will allow you to prepare well for the upcoming day. In Shaolin, it is believed that preparing for the day helps deal with difficulties and wisely influence the world that falls upon you. Control your daily routine. Divide your work into 40-minute segments and take 10-minute breaks in between. Prolonged focus on the same subject harms the health of your eyes and internal organs. In any adversity, seek the good grain. Find these grains, use them. Do not debase yourself with anger. Do not debase yourself with hatred. A person gaining life experience has access only to a relative view of the world. They cannot describe the true essence of things, only their fragments. Rely on the unity of the world in all its manifestations. Feel and consider others' thoughts. This will help create the unity of the world, thereby removing all external and internal conflicts. It is important to pay attention to what you say every day. If your mind is full of negative thoughts, it means they come from what we say. Conversely, What you say reflects the nature of your mind. Surround yourself with positive people. This way, you will develop and inspire others. Laugh at life and at yourself. Think positively. Do not take yourself too seriously. Never go a day without laughter. A Shaolin monk understands that he can make mistakes. He does not blame others for everything, but takes responsibility for himself. This helps to rid oneself of suffering and leads to freedom. It allows you to control the moment. Now you can change something instead of blaming someone else. A strong person blames themselves, while a failure blames others. Do not complicate your path with unnecessary things. Each day of yours is unique. Do not fuss over trifles. Do deeds for the good. The world is our actions. Follow its destiny, and there will be no doubts. Perform actions only for self-defense and enlightenment, as the world is a single whole. Going against the world means going against goodness and justice. Reflect on this. Monks dedicated long hours to perfecting dangerous combat techniques. But on the other hand, they adhered to the principle of do not harm living beings. In Shaolin, this principle became the highest virtue. If attacked, one must defend oneself. Otherwise, any good deeds may come to an end. The world is our actions. Follow its destiny, and there will be no doubts. Remain attentive and educated. The world is constantly moving and changing. There is no fixed point from which we could accurately describe what is happening. At the same time, every point represents the whole world. Trying to describe the world from one side is describing it from all sides simultaneously. This means that truth can have many angles and variants. Do not react with aggression to others' opinions, especially when those opinions are expressed by your loved ones. You should act gently and tactfully, be honest and not deceive. Pay attention to the interests of others. The world is a collection of visible and invisible beings. It is a single society of living beings moving along the path of development. All these living beings are connected by the idea of escaping suffering. All want peace, happiness, and freedom. And all, whether consciously or not, help each other in this process. There is no being that is not somewhat dependent on the world. Everything is interconnected. Our existence and the world are parts of a single cosmos. A novice is recognized by their night's stay, a diligent student by the strength of their strike, and a master by the ease of movement. Communicate with people in life. Consider their interests as your own, as this can be the key to your happiness. Do not just talk aloud. People are divided into those who talk and those who act. The people around you live as you do. The last day. At midnight they may not be there. Love them in this moment and do not wait for their return. Work on your weaknesses, even Livinius. From the rain of corns, pleasure will not come from passions. Wise is the one who knows that passions are painful and bring little joy. Everything we are is the result of our thoughts. The consumption of wine and overeating are serious sins in Buddhism. Wine takes away freedom, and overeating weakens the spirit. Do not overeat. Always leave a slight feeling of hunger. Also, beware of the spirit of competition and greedy self-praise. It poisons you and others. Remember that envy of successful people afflicts the weak. The strong learn from them. It is easy to live for those who are cheeky like a sparrow, stubborn, persistent, reckless, and disruptive. But it is hard to live for those who are modest, always seeking purity, impartial, cool-headed, insightful, and whose life is clean. Another very important piece of advice: maintain the condition of your skin. In Shaolin, they teach correct breathing, including through the skin. Our skin has a natural ability to breathe through open pores. In China, studies have shown that people with good skin had 50% higher microcirculation of blood. This slows down the aging of the body and promotes longevity. The good is visible from afar, like the Himalayan mountains. The evil is not even visible up close, like arrows shot at night. Help others. It is necessary. Help others. It is essential to help those who are on a lower rung. This helps the weaker understand themselves. You need to understand what situation they are in. This can change their lives. A teacher and benefactor are always older friends. They should not be idols, but just a good example on the path of self-development. Do not rush too much. Sometimes contemplation is more useful. Do not help everyone indiscriminately. It may harm someone. If you are sure that a person's nature and character are pure, that they are not rude or soulless, then you can help. If they suffer from weaknesses and harmful habits, that is another matter. Forgive meanness, betrayal, and evil. This way, you support such actions. Do not help lazy people become even lazier.